Hello guys, the Senate President, Akpabio, have challenged P2B, like he have joined those that are criticizing P2B. Now, he said that P2B should, first of all, tackle the issue in his party before coming to tackle the issue in Nigeria. That if he cannot tackle the little issue in his small party, how can he be able to tackle Boko Haram members and bandits? This was what he was saying. Just take a listen for yourself. Let me get your views in the comment section, guys.
The demise of your late patriarch, an icon, his sweat on earth definitely were not in vain. From the North Central, the very powerful remembrance by Senator Lalong of what I said he did when he was a federal commissioner, and even the proposition he brought forward of the handshake across the Niger that united our people, which is still on today in the minds of the people, clearly shows that the efforts that he made were and could never have been in vain. I'm saying this because I understand that just yesterday, one of the presidential aspirants in the last election, Peter Obi, His Excellency and former governor of Anambra, said that the labors of our leaders who have passed on were in vain. They were not in vain. The mere fact that Nigeria is still standing together shows clearly that their labors were not in vain. Very few countries that came up with the size of Nigeria are still together today. Many have been fragmented. Edwin Clark lived through the days of USSR, and they went into they scattered into various countries, and up till now, there is still war, trying to see whether they can come back together. Nigeria, despite our difficulties, God has kept us together because of the voices of people like Edwin Clark. So clearly, his labor and labors were not in vain. And for those in the social media who like to tweet, Nigeria has an unregulated social media system. So they let them wallow in it and then take a disadvantaged situation and propagate all sorts of falsehood and all sorts of narratives. Some of them in the social media were not even born when Edwin Clark was very active in service. And so they couldn't have known some of the things he did that we are remembering today. And yet, when somebody makes a statement that the labors of our heroes past are in vain, I beg to disagree. Let our brother Peter Obi show leadership like Edwin Clark did by resolving first the crisis in the Labour Party. For a man who wants to run Nigeria, you have one of the smallest parties in Nigeria, and you cannot even resolve the crisis in that Labour Party. Is it the crisis of Boko Haram that you will come and resolve in Nigeria? I would like us to be known for what we did when we had the opportunities. As I speak now, I can tell you about the dualized thoroughfares in my state. I can tell about the flyovers in my state. I can tell about the best international hospital in my state. I can tell you about the monuments of government houses that are built, both for the governor and deputy. I'm one of the best digitalized governor's office in Nigeria. I can tell you about the best international stadium in West Africa. I can tell you about the free and compulsory education that I did for all Nigerians. I can tell you about the unity I brought in religion by sponsoring over 5,800 Muslims to the Holy Land and over 12 to 15,000 Christians to Rome and to Jerusalem. But then, those who are aspiring as presidential candidates and trying to cause division with their mouths, using the social media, tell them to resolve the small crisis in the smallest party they have in Nigeria first, before they come to talk about the larger Nigeria. But for the social media, it is unregulated. I wish you luck as you have a field day. I'm saying this because this is what Pa Edwin Clark would have advised if he were alive. So I've started to speak his voice. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Of courage, a life of sacrifice, a life of justice, a life that is valued. But most importantly, his continued living that life to the end. I listened to my brother Mike when he talked about, may the labor of our heroes past not be in vain. I'm sorry, I'm happy that Jaragowan is here, and I'm happy that Jonathan is here. But I can tell you, their sacrifice is in vain. They've sacrificed for nothing. We're in this country when people were protesting, when there was no need to protest under Jonathan. Where are those protesters? Have they died? Where are they? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? Jonathan increased fuel from 87 naira to 120, and people were protesting in this country. And when it was 900, they were not protesting. Are they dead? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? People protested when naira was 180, and when it was 1,500, they're not protesting. Are they dead? So let's not say it should not be in vain. I spoke a few days ago, and people said I'm demarketing Nigeria. When it's true to be the marketer, one bank has just shown that 75% of Nigerians in rural areas are poor. Is one bank demarketing Nigeria? UNICEF 2 days ago released that Nigeria now have over 2 million malnourished children, the second highest in the world. Are they demarketing Nigeria? Let's face the reality. Their labor is in vain. We have a country now that is not democratic. We are not a democratic country. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is the election that happened in Edo, is it democratic? Just the last election in Edo is the most undemocratic election. Everybody knows who won that election. So why are we keeping it and saying, let your work not be in vain? It is in vain. So we can start picking the pieces now, because they've destroyed everything people have sacrificed for. Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. Above all, Jaragowan, you sacrificed everything. The country people sacrificed has turned into a crime scene. All we do today is stealing. You know, and we have to do something. All we need to do is live a courageous life. May God Almighty that called him home grant him eternal rest and grant us the courage to look into what our Father lived for and start picking our pieces. May God bless all of you.
The life of this man.
He lived a life of justice, equity, fairness to all Nigerians, to all sections of Nigerians. And he maintained so consistently a valued life that we all need to emulate. He was not selective when he's speaking. He spoke for every Nigerian, and he spoke based on truth. He was fearless, even when it does not affect his own area. He will still say, this is the right thing. And that's what we require in Nigeria today. We now live in an unjust, unfair, uncaring society. So we need to do the right thing.
So, Clark needs to talk about the fact that when it comes to unity of Nigeria, it must be on the platform of justice. Are you saying that this man, the way he lived, is apparent that some parts of the country are not getting justice? That's why it's serious.
It's for you to assess. I've said it when I spoke. We now live in an unjust, unfair, uncaring Nigeria. So we will say that let the labor of our heroes not be in vain. But I think their labor is in vain, because whatever they wished, we are living the opposite of it.
It's only Nigeria where saying the truth is a crime. It's only Nigeria where, if we say the truth, the government will twist it in a way that they will see you guilty. The P2B is one of the reasons why you still believe in Nigeria. I will say from today to tomorrow, P2B is the only hope of mankind. No matter the kind of critics that he receives, because all these governments, I think they're not working together, trying to paint P2B's name bad. But no matter how they try it, P2B is still the hope of mankind in Nigeria. P2B was what brought hope to youths of Nigeria. Because this man have seen that these youths of Nigeria have futures, that they can be useful in the future. But this current government don't even care about the youth. They don't even care how they are feeling. They don't care about their well-being. They don't care about anything. Even the government said they don't even care about the soldiers, because they've come out countless times to complain that this government doesn't care about them. They don't even protect them. They don't even provide for them. They don't even take care of their well-being. They don't take care of their family. Nothing. And they've been using their money. They are being paid a salary to take care of themselves, which is not meant to be. There should be an allowance, since the senators, House of Rep have allowance. These soldiers and army, anybody working in government should also have allowance, because these soldiers are doing more work than the senators and the House of Rep. But they are taking care of the House of Rep, senators, buying them SUVs, but they cannot buy an army man a car. Talking of SUV, they cannot take care of their well-being. They cannot take care of their family. They cannot give them weapons, the ammunition they need. But yet they are sending them to the battlefield to go and die. You know that these foreign herdsmen, these bandits, they are well weaponized. They have big ammunitions. But your country army, policemen don't have the ammunition that matches their own. But yet you will send them to go and die. P2B is the only one that shows that he has conscience about human lives. He has conscience or you understand what the people are feeling. Let me get your views in the comment section about that. What Akpabio said. I'll put you guys in my next video.